Hi, my name's Rob Cottam. Welcome to Leeds School of Food and Wine. We're a leading cookery school based in central London in Chiswick. Not only do we run a year-long diploma course for professional students and chefs, we also run a range of one-day, one-week and evening class courses to give inspiration for further recipes and skills at home. I'm going to show you how to make a herb butter. This includes flat leaf parsley, thyme and chervil, but you could use any 3 other soft herbs. I'd probably try and avoid rosemary as it doesn't chop down very easily. It's a little bit woody, a little bit hard. For this, I'm going to use some softened butter. This is at room temperature and takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to come to that consistency once it's out of the fridge. Using 55 grams to go with approximately 1 to 2 teaspoons of herbs in total. So if you wanted slightly more parsley over the other 2, you could change the quantities as you so desire. Also going to add a little bit of lemon juice to add some freshness to the butter. It's important when chopping the herbs that you just chop the leaves, not the stalks, as the stalks can be a little bit gritty as they don't cut down quite as easily as the leaves. You also want to make sure that you chop them fine enough to distribute in the butter, otherwise they can be a little bit coarse. And especially with parsley, make sure that it's nice and clean, so give it a good wash and dry it afterwards before you chop it up. With thyme, again, especially important just to use the leaves. The stems can be really, really woody and quite firm. Easiest way to do that is to go against the grain that the leaves are growing in, so down the stalk to remove the leaves, and they come off nice and easily that way. When you're cutting the thyme, if you do notice a couple of large stalks that aren't chopping down, just remove those to one side. A good alternative to regular thyme is lemon thyme, which has a slightly more perfumed scent to it. It's also important to chop all of your herbs separately, as they take different amounts of time to chop down, so you don't want to bruise and cut them too much. I'm using a bit of chervil in here as well. A much softer herb, and the combination of parsley, thyme and chervil works very well together. So I've got about 1–1.5 teaspoons going into the softened butter. A little pinch of salt, crack of black pepper for seasoning, and combine that together. And a little dash of lemon juice. Once you've combined the ingredients together, you can wrap them up in cling film, form it into a small log to set in the fridge. It takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to set. It's much easier to cut it up after it's in a solid log, and the size, you can cut it to whatever size pieces you need. You can use this mixed herb butter to go through hot new potatoes, or alternatively over your steak just after you've cooked it. That's how you make herb butter.